Here we go. There it is. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody joining us for on Rated R for reviews. Uh, Obviously today you see the title Squid Games is what we're talking about today. So over here, what we're doing is we're gonna go two episodes at a time. Right now, we're on episode 3 and 4. Next week, we're gonna do 5 and 6, and it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. So we so look at here. Hit the like button first. I gotta tell everybody, hit the like button, subscribe, of course, if you're new over here on Radar for Reviews. We normally drop the link for anybody that wants to join and pull up. We normally drop the link for y'all. Uh, gotta say this. Appreciate Goat James showing up in the chat, aka Chris, aka Let Me Cook This right quick. Appreciate you, Goat James, showing up, showing some love, my brother, man. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it going on Squid Games episode 3 and 4. Obviously, I think a lot of people have watched the whole thing, but again, we're gonna just stick with just 3 and 4 right now. So, uh, I gotta ask first off, right off. First of all, we got some reveals. I think it was JD who said that she was really, really wondering who's behind the black square mask guy. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's a we finally got that reveal, and then we got the other reveal of player 456 finally gets to see who the man behind the mask is, and he finally sees who it is, and he's shocked, man. He's shocked, man. So um but yeah, so I gotta ask this question. I gotta ask this question for you guys. Uh, and I know I'm skipping all the way to the end, but I know I am. But I gotta ask this question: Do you think player 456 takes that knife and just slits everybody's throat when he goes back to the dorm? I gotta ask you
Ooh,
Hmm. Uh,
I don't think so. He's
I don't know. I feel like he's not the type to do that.
that. Right.
they've been
I don't.
slowly
I
grooming.
mean,
Though.
think about how long it took for him to kill that one guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he found him the first time, they didn't want to kill him. Found him the second time,
True.
wanted to kill him, but then eased up on him, and then only killed him because the guy tried to kill him. So he was like, all right, well, I guess I got to kill you now.
Yeah.
So I don't think he has it in him to do that. I think just knowing Squid Game so far, that'd be too. Because then it's like, well, what would be the next two episodes to be about? Like, if
Right.
you killed everybody in one, what we gonna watch? How you spent the money? Like, I don't know. So I don't think he gonna. I don't think he gonna kill him. Maybe maybe they might do something where he attempts to do it, and he gets caught. Maybe he loses the knife. Something crazy like that happens, or he just waits till the game and
Mm,
stabs him then.
Yeah,
okay.
So
kill in game. No, yeah, that would be a weird jump right now if I was because to me I was thinking I guess we're gonna go backwards a little bit, but like the jump rope game when that one dude started basically gatekeeping and started pushing people off, I thought he
Oh,
was
yeah,
I thought he was just gonna kick him in the back. Like you're clearly the problem.
that's what I
Like
thought.
I did not think he was gonna let six people die just because one person is actively killing people. So to me, I was just like, if he's kept his hands clean this long, I'd rather he just keep the same energy now. If he just turns into a cold blooded killer now, I'd be like, that would have been real convenient like 6 games ago.
but you know what I just thought about though, DJ?
Yeah.
I forgot about the damn baby. The baby.
Yeah.
I feel like if they do try to kill that baby, oh, then that's gonna be different. I think that's when it because he made
Oh
that
yeah.
promise to that girl. So I think that'll give him that motivation to be like, all right, y'all gotta go. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought about
Yeah.
that.
I would. Yeah. For it, like you said, it's not his character. I think that wasn't there a scene in the. I think it was season one. I think. I can't remember season one where. Yeah, it was season one where I think his brother was sleeping, and then the girl. Remember, the girl got stabbed. Right. It was at the end. It was the last three, and the
Yeah.
girl had got stabbed, and he was talking to her, and then she was like, or he was like, I could just go kill my brother right now. and then it's just me and you, blah blah. And then I think she said like, "Oh, that's not you. That's not your character.
Yeah,
It's not what you do," or something like that. I
yeah,
think that was the scene. So yeah, I don't think he does anything. He did walk away with that knife though. So
yeah.
but yeah, I don't think he does anything. But anyway, I'm sorry. I had to skip. That was because that was one of my biggest questions that I had for you guys. What do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah,
But yeah. So anyway, going back now, we can go back. We can go back. So man, quite a few things to talk about. Man, we got two reveals. We got the captain on the boat. He finally got revealed on who he is, right?
right.
I mean, we got some things to talk about, man. So I you know who wants to go first? Because I got some questions, but if anybody wants to go first, then you guys anybody can go first. Tiffany Ned pulls up in the chat. Appreciate you showing up, Tiffany Ned. Well, salute to you. I see you.
Man, what would be the okay, yeah. So the big reveals were there was one letdown reveal by the way too. Like the black square. He
Yeah,
I don't know who that is. Like
me neither.
I was definitely hoping he mattered, but I was just, oh, you're just a guy. All right. Like you
Right.
could have kept your mask on then. But no, I think the ship reveal, we've been waiting for that for about a season now. So I was waiting for something to happen on the boat because they was just on a cruise for a little bit, blowing up every now and then.
Hmm.
But so yeah, I thought he was playing it a little strong. I don't know if anyone else thought that when they were like, "Where do you think the island is?" And he was like, "Not on this half of the map.
Yeah, like
Um,
yeah, you got it. Like, it's not
Land
here.
on a little
I
thick, but I get it.
think that was like a given.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, not right here.
I'm like, my dude, you can't just be. But yeah,
So obvious.
so yeah, I did. But no, that was the big thing. And then what was the jump rope game? I'm not gonna lie, that's the one game that I definitely thought like they're not gonna be able to play that in the American edition because like ain't nobody athletic. Like I'm like I would have cleared that like way too quick.
Right.
I'm like that is not a
Right.
hard game. Out of everything else, because I'm like the tempered glass stuff, I'm like, all right, that's tough. Like the knife game is scary because you're actually fighting people. But that one I was just like, oh nah, there's no way my life
Even
is on the line.
hide and seek, like no matter how athletic you are in a hide and seek game, I mean, yeah, you can still die in
Yeah,
that hide and seek
you
game.
get caught. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think? Because I got mixed emotions on this scene when I seen the old lady hanging and she died. What do
yeah.
Oh
y'all think
Uh,
yeah.
about that?
Someone else.
I don't know. It felt like I don't know when I first seen it. I was like I started thinking about the conversation she was having with the guy before, like before she
Hmm.
killed herself, and how she was like pleading him to him and all that. And I think she just had enough. Like even when she was trying to plead with the guy, remember she was trying to plead with the guy during the voting process. She was screaming in front of all the people, and that guy didn't care. He said, "Man, look, I'm gonna go get my money. Like, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about her or that baby. That ain't my baby. Like, like ain't nobody cares." So I honestly think, and then she killed her son too. Like I think she was just like, this is it. It ain't worth it. I think her having that, I think maybe she had the girl as like a daughter in proxy, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe like the daughter she never had or something like that. So it's sort of like she's gone, son's gone, you know. She probably just felt like it's just she's like if she's gonna go out, she might as well be out on her own terms, I guess. If nothing
Mm.
else, that's what I sort of
I
thought
mean,
on that.
I know why
What you
she
think?
killed her son, because, you know, um, I don't know, her son was annoying as hell to me. Like, scaredy cat, he
Damn.
was like, I'm sorry, but he was one of those characters I was like, can he die already? Like, he was such a mama's boy and such a, like, fear person and just, like, the mom for being an old lady, she was tough, she was, like, you know,
Hmm.
survivor mode. and no matter how old you get, and she was basically protecting the baby. Like we didn't know that they were gonna consider, the baby like, they can't she can't leave the baby there so she can cross. That was kind of, messed up, because
Yeah.
I don't know, like that, and then like the rich people that are there watching it, it's kind of like, really? Like they don't really have heart. Like,
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It was just very, very crazy that it's just like there's a baby and you guys are just gonna let it play, you know?
Yeah, that's insane. It's
And
just
to
crazy. I
bet on
said
it,
that
like
last stream too.
they were betting on it. Like that was just
Yeah.
crazy.
I said that
Sorry.
last stream too. I was like, dude, if what if they add the baby to the game, player 4, 5, 7? You know what I mean? Yeah, crazy. I didn't think they were gonna do that, but
I have never.
so what you
yeah.
think,
Yeah,
Tim,
that
about the
was
mom hanging herself? Because I'm gonna tell y'all what I think later.
I felt like the mom hanging herself made like she definitely had enough reason to do it. I just didn't think she said the reasons that I was thinking. Like I was
Mm,
kind of like, oh, if she's just because to me, I'm thinking like you have plenty of reason to live. Like you're the only thing that cares about the baby besides the mom that can barely walk. So to me, I'm like, your new mission is to make sure some kind of life gets out of this game. Like that's what I thought she was on. So the fact that but I'm like, ah, man, I thought she was gonna be on some like, dang, I killed my son. I'm not worthy. Like my hands are
mm,
dirty now. I'm not like the kind of person that should be holding a baby. Like I thought she would, but she didn't communicate that. Like when she lights cut on the next morning, I was like, what? But I thought it was there. I just didn't think she was giving off that energy. Like I knew the one dude from season one when his wife died because they ended up playing that marble game together. I was like,
yeah,
oh, he is not here tomorrow. He's done. I
yeah,
know they've been ride or die. But yeah, the son, I'm like, she's been struggling already with like my son would never leave me, but then he leaves him in one game, and then my son would never do that, but he does it, and then my son would like she's been in denial the whole time. So I thought she was accepting
yeah.
that my son is a coward. Like I was like, oh, respect that she actually made the right call, even if it hurts. But
Right.
yeah, and then she just kind of flipped. So I was just kind of like, oh, well, like you should have made a better son if you were gonna like to me, I'm like, he just did too much stuff wrong. He was like a walking contradiction to me the whole time. I was just waiting for him to be gone. So yeah, it was weird when she killed herself because it feels like this season is determined to kill everyone I think is interesting, and she was more interesting than the son. Like, but but yeah, so I don't know. That was a weird death to me, but yeah, and I guess it wakes up our main character now because there's nobody left with the baby except him now. But oh,
Yeah,
yeah. So that was my thought, but I was just kind of like, it works. It just didn't seem like it was
yeah,
executed.
Do
Yes.
you
yeah.
do you think they killed off those characters to give our main character purpose? Because I feel like he didn't really have a purpose after he sort of failed with the revolution thing. Do you think they
Yeah.
sacrificed the other characters for his purpose? Now he has a
I,
purpose now.
now he has something to he has something to live for now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, um, yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that.
But why did they keep him alive? Like, is I feel like he knows the creator of the game.
Now he does.
Well, now he
Well,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Like, well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
now he does.
I feel like there had to be more of a backstory, or unless I missed something somewhere.
Uh,
uh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we got to keep watching
Right.
to see. But yeah, I mean, they finally got he finally got the reveal and figured out this player 001 that was helping him out earlier. You know what I mean? So he finally got that. I will say this.
yeah,
My mixed emotions when it came down to the mom killing herself, right? I kind of felt mixed emotions because I was like, okay, I kind of get it a little bit because she did kill her son, right? Her and her son was like super close, right? And you had to kill your own son, right? So that I get it, right? But then I was like, I I mean, yeah, but after that, it didn't seem like she was. I mean, she was kind of like taking care of the mom and the baby, right? So it didn't seem like she was really grieving
yeah,
over that what she just did. And so I was kind of like, okay, well. maybe. And then she went to go talk to the guy. She finally got some words out of player 456 because player 456 was in the zone in a trance. He wasn't saying nothing. That fool was just that fool didn't talk for the first the last two episodes. I was just like, dude, this guy's not talking at all. And so and she finally got some words out of him, right? And so I'm like, okay, cool. And then she hangs her. I'm like, hold on. I gotta be honest. Look, you hanging yourself. Look at here. You know that the baby and that mom needs help. And so for me, I'm kind of like, that's not helping them. I
No.
mean, I get it. I get it. You went to player 456, but player 456 at that moment, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say he didn't care, but he looked like he didn't care. He just like, look at here, woman. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Like I'm in the zone right now. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? That's what he looked like. He looked like it. Looked like he was. It looked like he was just. It was just what she was saying was going in this ear and out the other ear. It's like I'm
Yeah,
not trying to. I'm
like
not
he was
really
checked
listening.
out.
Like, you know what I mean? And so I was just. I thought I was. I was shocked by it because I thought that she was going to stay alive for the mom and the baby because
Yeah.
nobody else was going to take care of them. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I thought. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think if she would have lived, I think player 456 wouldn't have gave a damn. He was like, I don't give a damn about that baby and her child. Like, it was like, I don't care about him. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But now that she, you know, killed herself, that like JC said, that gave him purpose. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to take care of
And
this
when you
mom and her child.
and when you think about it too, DJ. So think about it. If let's say the old girl still dies, the mom still dies, the the older mother lives, right? But who would have protected the baby when you saw how those guys wanted to kill the baby, bro? That old lady is not fighting off
Right.
six dudes that are trying to
Right.
fight for however much money is in that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think yeah, I still think they just sacrificed all them for the main character because the main character would have just looked like, I mean,
Yeah, he been in
he
a
would have been
vegetable
probably checked
state.
out. He'd probably been checked out the whole time while she just getting shanked up in the bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shake up in the
that's
mug.
what moved me to the first one. I was
Well,
so
she,
mad at him.
I mean, she did have her little knife in the back of her head. She could have shanked back too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh
she did.
yeah,
Right, she
that's
did.
right.
Yeah,
She
she had
did.
that thing.
Yeah, that's
God, she
true.
did.
I mean, she would have gone down with the fight though.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
she looked like she was crazy. So I know,
Yeah.
it really sucked that she died. To be honest with you, and
Yeah.
it sucked that the mom died too. So it's just like
Yeah.
okay, um, it's I don't know, just to have a baby be playing like I'm like excited for the next episode. Like it's
Yeah.
like how, or when they're waiting before the next game.
Hmm.
Are they going to come and attack him with the baby? You know
Mm. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
part.
It was. Yeah, that's crazy. And then I don't want to jump ahead because at the last scene, it kind of pissed me off because I was just like, hold on, the guy with the black mask, he's over there when he gave him the knife, and he's all like, hey, I'm trying to help you and the baby because those guys look like they want to do something. So look, why don't you just go ahead and kill them? Blah blah. I'm like, I'm thinking, hold on, if you really wanted to help him
Take
and
the
the baby, you shouldn't involve the baby to be a player in the first place.
Right.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna fall for
You
that.
know what? Now that you say that, yeah, it's like he contradicted himself because remember when they were doing the bet and they
yeah.
asked
Mhm.
him they were like, can we do that? And the guy was like, yeah, go ahead. The baby's part of the game. He
Yep.
relayed the message to all the security. Security
Yep.
told, oh, hey, if you don't cross and your baby, if your baby stays here and you cross, your baby dead. That's what
Yep.
security straight up told her. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Now he got to change your heart. Now he want to help the
Exactly.
baby.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I skipped ahead a little bit, but I had to. That was annoying. Anyway, go ahead. I gotta ask you guys this. I gotta ask you guys this. We finally got some fight out of the punk that's been
Uh,
a punk for the
Oh,
last two seasons, right? The guy had the little cross with the drugs in it. He,
so
he
Yeah.
we finally got some fight. What you guys think about that? about him throwing the he threw the freaking cross on the middle of the platform. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he got some spunk in him now. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey, what's going on with that guy? Is it the drugs?
Man, I think that's what's weird is it's almost like he never became a courageous person. He just got strung out on the same stuff that everyone else was on. It's like he's still a coward. He just got some drugs in him. But that he's for real that the one person that I feel like, man, I wish he would have saved that girl that was his friend initially, and then he had
Hmm.
died
Yeah.
trying to do it. Because
Yeah.
she's way more interesting to me, and he's been scared for so long that he can't like that. Especially because the dude wasn't a real threat. Like the Thanos dude felt like a high school bully. The guy that's left felt like his tag along. He didn't even feel like a bully. Like, and so I'm like, dude, you're at the bottom of the food chain and still can't like. I don't know. To me, I'm just like, yeah, there wasn't anybody that was like actually should have scared him for that long. I'm like, dude, you're in Squid Games. Like,
Right.
pick a game and stab him in one of those games. Like, do something. But yeah, he's I don't know. Yeah, so I'm glad he stepped up, but it was one of those things where I was just like, well, maybe he's I don't know, maybe he's gonna come around, but I just don't know. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Someone else go. I don't feel nothing for him.
Yeah.
He's weird.
I hear
I don't
you.
like his character. I didn't like that. I don't like his character.
I like that he's I
Like
just
he's
thought
one of the ones that just it got to go. I
like
felt like he was
I hear you.
trying to be like a Thanos wannabe, I guess. Like he was trying to like get all string up and try to do the thing. But I mean, you gotta have the blue hair, you got the whole this is Thanos thing, you know? Like he just didn't have any his character has no like backbone, I feel.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. That guy's he's something else. Like I said, he got the spunk.
And
At the end, but yeah, he's just not. I don't know. I think like with Tim, I think if he would have it would have been better for him to try to protect that girl, jumping off the bunk, trying to
Mhm.
protect the girl, and then he dies, and then the girl ends up doing something, or I don't know. But the girl was more interested. Yeah, she just seemed that girl that died. She seemed more interesting than this guy. He just seems like a punk. You know what I mean? And I mean now he got some spunk. He got a little backbone to him, but I
yeah,
don't know, man. He's
he's
just
out of drugs now, so I don't even know if he
Oh
has
yeah,
any
he's all out.
yeah.
He's about to be scratching in the corner.
Yeah. Who are
He
y'all
fiending.
rooting for? Like if it's
Man,
not our main character, who do y'all actually want like to live besides the baby? I mean, that
I was gonna say, yeah, the baby, because like I
I
mean,
mean, I don't like none of the rest of the
I
other
don't
characters.
I don't either.
yeah.
right.
Like the only
There's
other one was the girl who had the baby. That was it. Out of that,
I honestly thought she was gonna make it.
I don't
that
Thought
know.
was
she
a
was
tough
at least
thing.
gonna like try, at least try and walk the plank and try to jump,
Mm,
you
because
that was a tough
the
thing.
reason why is because when they were in like where the rich people were at the club, that little area where they
know,
were saying about no, don't underestimate a mother's like superpower, and they kept saying that, so I was like, okay, that her superpower is gonna be like she's gonna deal with the pain and she's gonna make it somehow, and then at the very end she dies. I didn't think she was just gonna give the baby and then just kill herself, basically.
Did
Yeah.
anyone else think this? Like, I get the sacrificial thing, and I actually respected the sacrifice. I get it. But I was like, this isn't even like the superpower of motherly love. Like, I could show you the power of hopping on one foot.
Mm-hmm.
She does have one foot, and this is
I would have done that.
I'm like, you definitely try that before you walk.
Yeah,
Like, I'm like, girl, hop on one foot. Like, stop
Well,
using
did
2 feet to jump.
she kind of tried, but she I don't know, man. Like, cause I remember she tried to jump, but
she
then
jumped. Yeah, she jumped.
yeah, she
and then she
tried.
fell again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I was telling JC before we went live. I just think that she's just not athletic, bro. Like it's not gonna work.
that's why I was just like, I know too many men and women who definitely clear that easy.
But you know what though, too, DJ? You know how some people are I don't know like the exact term or word for it, but you know how some people just jump better on that one foot than the other
Yeah,
one? So maybe
yeah.
that foot that was hurt was maybe the one that she could probably jump on, and that
Oh, her
other
Uh-huh.
one
son.
just yeah, the other one
I
just
guess she
that
was
can't do it.
she was just left-legged then. Uh,
Yeah.
cause that was the left ankle was the one that was messed up, right?
Yeah.
Like for me,
Right. So you
I'm
mean
right-legged. I'm just saying I will hop my ass over there. I'm
ah,
I would have hopped. I would have tried. At least tried. That to me was super like mother power, you know?
yeah, man.
I
Man,
honestly
it's some
thought she
swinging
was
them
gonna
ankles.
try, to be honest with you, because they mentioned it. They made like a big deal to drop like, oh, don't underestimate a mother's superpower, you know? And
Yeah.
superpower doesn't mean like giving your child up to have it saved. That to me is not a mother's superpower. That's just like giving your child the opportunity to live. Me, the superpower would have been of me doing what I need to do to make sure that I'm there for my kid, you know?
Now, now, DJ, do you think somebody could have been able to grab on the rope, like as it like hits you, you just grab onto it so you don't get knocked off the
Wasn't it a
something?
metal, like a
Yeah,
metal rope?
yeah, it definitely wasn't moving. But yeah, you could probably grab it. I think it just would have swung you back into the rail. I would have liked to see it though.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
how
would have
you.
hung on for dear. I would have hung on for dear life.
I'm trying
I'm
to
not.
figure out. I mean, you could, but like, I mean, it's
You have to
constantly
make it across.
swinging.
And you gotta
Yeah,
make it
It's con-
across.
but I'm saying like even like how would you because the way it was swinging, like the board was here, the way you jumped,
yeah,
right? The board was here.
Right.
The rope was coming like this close
yeah,
on the board. So if you hanging, you gonna hit the board.
yeah,
I
yeah.
But
just I
what if you like sat
unless you
on unless you sat on top of it, like you got on
how you
top of
go
it and like sort of
swinging
chimney,
like this?
I don't
you
think you
sort
could have
of chimneyed
I don't
across.
think you could have hung on it.
Crawl across the mud
That,
while
that
it's
would have
going.
been her superpower.
I can't-
If she
that would
somehow
have been
managed
tough,
that and couldn't hop on one leg, I have other questions.
man.
She
That would have been tough. You gonna be swinging, trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Man, hey, something gotta work. Something.
I don't know how you good. I don't know. I don't know. That-
That's a stretch.
yeah, that jump rope scene.
Oh,
And then
man.
so we got so okay, so oh JC brought this up earlier. So what do you guys think about the 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 father, 333, player 333, the dad, right? He went over there and tried to talk to the girl with the messed up ankle. And she had a lot of pride because he was saying that, oh, I'll help you get across. And she was like, man, F you. Right. And so, what do you guys think about that? Because I kind of feel like I understand you got a lot of pride, and you know what I mean. But I think your ego is stepping in the way a little bit because let's keep it real. You need help. You're not gonna make it, right? So you got to think about your kid. You may
Yep.
not like this person here, but if this person willing to help you get across to be with your child, then I think you need to take that instead of having all that pride. That's what I think. But what you guys think?
Maybe she
Uh,
didn't want to be responsible if they both died. Like if they didn't make it, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
Because
Mm,
it seemed like he wanted to jump with her, like help her jump with her, you know?
yeah,
I don't think
Maybe
I.
she didn't want to be responsible for someone else's death and she just chose to, sacrifice herself eventually. I did feel like she gave up.
yeah,
You're going to die anyways. Might as well just take the opportunity to try it. You never know. I mean, there was a big ass gap in the middle. I don't know how she would have.
yeah.
yeah, that, that
That made it worse. That cat made it worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That And it wasn't that big of a gap, but that gap makes a huge difference when you have something constantly,
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Shit, I don't know. I wouldn't have made it.
because you gotta
I'm
jump.
not athletic enough to do that shit. I'd be like, all right, I'm jumping off right here.
Because you
I'm gonna
gotta time
die.
the rope. You gotta time the rope and the gap at the same time. You gotta know when
Yeah,
to jump across the. Yeah, bro. That would have been
that's
difficult.
tough.
That would have been
That's tough.
difficult.
And like I told JC, like I was when I first saw the jump rope thing, and the thing started moving, and I was like, oh, because at first it started moving like kind of slow, right? And I'm
Slow.
like,
That
and I was
second
like,
hit, I was like,
I was like, okay, that's pretty easy, right? And then it started to pick up a little bit faster, right? But I was like, it's nothing. But then when the punk threw the cross chain
Oh.
on the platform, and then the druggie, he went out to go get it. And as soon as he made his first jump and he landed, they showed his feet land on the platform.
Yeah.
And then I saw how narrow it was.
yes,
Then I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty tough. Never mind. I thought it was wider than that. I thought it was,
yeah.
I thought because if it was wide, I was like, oh, bro, it's easy money. You know what I mean? But no, it's kind of that thing was thin, bro. I was like, oh yeah, that's like body length. That's just like,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's tough, man. Then you got the gap right there. You got to kind of like jump twice. Like you got to jump over the rope, jump again real quick, and then jump again on the rope again. Like
They'd be ready for the
yeah,
next one.
yeah,
What was
that's tough.
sucky was when he was like pushing them off, and there was like 3 already or 4 people already lining up, like hurry up, because they were starting
Yeah.
to get tired. That for me, I would have freaked out. I would have totally be freaking out.
I can. How do y'all feel about this? I can almost promise you that if I had been the person, like when the guy started pushing people off because he had crossed and then was trying to
Oh,
get rid of people, I don't think there's a version. And maybe it's just because he didn't weigh enough, but I'm like, there's no way I don't run you over. Like, like there, or even when he got to pushing people off, I'm like, I'm holding you and you're coming down with me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
see,
you're
like,
that's
going
my
there's
down.
part.
no way you get 5 kills. I refuse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I said the
You
same
are
thing.
the
I
meanest
said the
man.
same thing. I was like, there's got to be somebody that's gonna run straight for him and just try to just hit stick that fool.
Body slam him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Slam.
If I miss, at least I'm going forward and I already made it, right? You know what I mean?
They just sort of like jumped and was like, oh well, here's my fate. It's like, bro, you're not gonna like fight back and nothing. Like you just saw 4 dudes get pushed in front of you. You just gonna stand there too, huh? That's crazy.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm like
Well,
I'm doing what Tim said. Hey, I'm pulling. Hey, you coming right down this down here with me, man.
Yeah, bro.
Ray
If
Lewis in
if
there, like,
not,
yeah,
if not, if like so, if I'm like, come on, I play football, right? So look at here, either I'm hit sticking your ass, right? If I'm not doing that, then I'm doing some type of acrobatic athletic where I'm jumping over you, like you know
right.
what I mean? Like you know,
well, you gotta
yo,
understand, you're still in a small platform, so I don't know if
With
you can do
his
all of
legs,
that.
I'm running forward and I'm leaping over your ass.
yeah,
I'm putting shoulder right here in your
Your
face,
face.
elbow in your face. I'm doing
right.
something, bro. I'm not
But
about to just
yeah,
let you just
I'm like,
push me
I've,
and
I've
kick me over.
scored too many touchdowns in exactly that situation to like, like nah.
Come on, bro.
We've been in fourth and short before. We can do
You know what I'm
this.
saying? Come on, man.
It sounds like JD was prepared for that moment.
Yeah.
The
Oh
worst,
man.
the worst one was when he Sparta kicked that one guy. I was like, bro, how the hell you get Sparta kicked, bro? Stop.
That's wild. That
Like
was wild.
only the first guy. The first
Yeah,
guy,
this is
I didn't
Sparta.
feel anything. After that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. And then
And
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the player 456, right? He's all like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, okay, he already knocked down one or two. You gonna hit him,
dude,
or you just gonna keep standing there and saying, what are you doing, bro? Hit his ass.
yeah,
If you're trying to save everybody else, you're gonna say he going after one guy, what are you doing? After two guys, what are you doing? After three guys, what are you doing? Hello, do
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Who's just sitting there?
Nah, he
You know
stands.
what he's doing.
Yeah, literally, he's doing it right in front of you. What do you mean? What is he doing? He's doing it right in front of you.
That's
He's
why I don't want
killing
him to go on
players.
a killing spree now. Because I'm like, you've had too many chances. Like to say I don't trust in humanity now. I'm like, dude, you just like you kept your hands clean too long to go and say, nah, all of you are monsters. Like, no, no, no. Like 6 people that fell right in front of you probably weren't. Like,
Right.
but the person that told you I'm a monster, you didn't want to kill. So yeah. But that yeah.
Insane.
It's like he had to do a verified check first. Okay, he only killed one, so I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, he killed 2, and that still doesn't do it. 5, okay, all right.
And
And then
he
he still didn't do nothing though. Like that's
yeah.
the thing. Like all he did was just like, I'm gonna move you out the way. Come on, guys, come on. I'm like,
Right.
dude,
And
what are you?
what's crazy is he turned his back to him. I'm thinking
Yeah,
this is the guy
that
that's
was
really
crazy.
trying to get rid of
I would
everybody.
not.
dude, I thought we were gonna lose our main character. I was like, that's the
Right.
easiest boot to the back I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you trust him now, but
Right.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
I
Yeah,
think
Oh,
that
the
part was weird.
scenario.
that was
I
a
think
weird thing
dude.
too. Did y'all think it was weird that the girl, the triangle girl that's got the
Mm,
mask that has the other guy
Oh yeah.
kind of rolling with her, like she held the game master basically at gunpoint, or the black square at gunpoint, and
yeah.
basically said, "Let us go. We're worth less trouble." And then she left. And to me, I'm like, now why wouldn't he just kill you in your room tonight? Like that was my thought. Like you
Mm,
don't have any
Oh
leverage
yeah.
in the room, right?
Hmm.
yeah.
Like
Didn't you say because they had visitors there on the island?
yeah, but if
I
she
think it was the
disappears in
VIPs.
her room or if she disappears next morning, I don't know what the difference is to him. But to me, that I was just thinking from his perspective. I was like, you're definitely
Yeah.
dead if you put that gun down. Like
Right.
I thought she was gonna sit in that room all day and like make sure he didn't try nothing or out. Like I didn't know, but
Yeah.
that wasn't the move I thought was happening. She just really left, and he said, "Sure." Like,
Right.
huh.
Well, didn't he send the boat, like the second boat out to go kill them?
Yeah, that part made
That
sense.
was
Like,
yeah. That
hey,
was later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I thought for sure it was gonna be like a hostage situation. She walks with him all the way down to the boat, then kicks him off,
Mm,
and then there's a chase or something. But she just left. I was like, I think they
yeah.
forgot to write that because because that seems really easy if I'm the bad guy. I'm like, oh, well, yeah. Or leave a bomb in there, maybe. Detonator, I'll blow this whole place.
Right. Leave a
She,
bob in there, maybe.
yeah, I was like, I think they skipped a scene or two. But that was one of those times where it looked as bad as like the guy who marked the whole X on the map and said it's not over here. I was like, oh, a little heavy handed. Like, it is not in the northeast quadrant of Korea, I'm sure. Like,
All right.
dang.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get that part either. That's true. I mean, he could have just like, all right, yeah, all right, you can go back to your room now. I'm gonna send some guys in there to shoot your ass later. But you know, but so yeah, that was kind of I don't know. That was yeah, that was something that they missed. They must have missed that. I don't know how they missed that one. But
yeah.
How do y'all feel about the breaking and entering scene where the guy broke into the captain's house?
you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. The part that stands out the most from that scene was him getting bit by the Rottweiler. I was like, hold on, bro. You have a gun, right? Like I'm just like the first. As soon as he heard the growl, he turned around, seen the dog, and just froze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And my mind went to straight to, oh, you got a gun, so that's
right.
easy,
Yeah,
Definitely what you
easy
brought
kill,
this in here for.
yeah,
right?
literally.
And then he let the dog attack him, bite his arm, and he's still struggling. Bro, get the gun. What? Come on, what are you doing? Did you lose it? Did you forget where you placed it? I don't understand what's going on right now. Like,
That's that DJ. That's what you call the 4, 5, 6 mentality. You gotta
4, 5, 6.
wait for permission to act. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You just can't just
yeah.
When you said that, that was the first scene that I thought of. Bro. I was like, bro, why you didn't that you getting bit by the dog was unavoidable. You just shoot his ass. Like it's
Yeah. Overall, I like what they did though. Like I like because he's honestly becoming my favorite character. He's the only person that's actually thinking like I'm seeing signs and I'm gonna act like I see the
mm,
signs that I see. Like even the detective to me, I'm kind of like I get that he's your friend, he saved your life, and you don't really know how. But I'm like when I remember him from season one, like my
Yeah.
man in the Squid Games, meticulously picking up masks along the way to understand the ranking system. He's got his cell phone recording while he's in the VIPs, and
yeah,
then on the island he doesn't have signal, so he's running while trying to send pictures. Like to go from that to like no suspicion for a guy that is like there's a murder, and I was just like I know he's a good cop. Like how did he yeah, so I was happy to see the other guy actually doing some research and some legwork because I'm like, yeah, we've been in this mystery too long. Like I need somebody to start thinking. So yeah,
right.
I actually liked him.
I would
That's
say that's
true. That's true.
The one thing though that sort of annoyed me, maybe I'm just nitpicking, but he got bit in the arm by the dog, and then he goes to the police station and acts like he never got bit by the dog. Like there's no like sign
Yeah,
of
he was
that he
fine.
was bit. He
That he
starts
was
jumping up
injured.
and down, and I'm just
He
like,
was
because it
definitely getting
looked like to me that dog got a lock on him for a minute.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Or
I guess
they
they
tore
forgot
up his
to
sleeve.
put the scene where they patched him up, man. You know what I'm saying? They patched him up. They forgot to put that in there, I guess. I don't know.
if he ever gets out of jail, though, he needs to go straight to that friend's house and knock him out, though. The fact that like the dude who dropped him off there just went to sleep on
Oh. Oh
and
yeah.
didn't look
Oh,
up to a
that's
gunshot either.
crazy.
I was like, dude,
Oh.
how, like,
Yeah, that was insane.
dude, you work a 48-hour shift before you came. Like, what is going on that you
Yeah,
can't?
that was insane.
I was
He,
like, nah, we got to
yeah,
fight about
yeah.
that. Like, I will find you after
We
this.
got to fight about that one.
Because he
Oh
told
my,
him he told him to look out right before he got
Yeah.
out the truck,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He
And
did.
Crazy.
he was even confusing to me because it was like he brought the gun out and went in and broke in, and he was like, "Is that thing real?" I'm like, "Dude, like y'all are both part of like a mafia level organization
Right.
already. Y'all should move like this." I don't even know why he's not at least understanding what's going on. Yeah, I had questions, but maybe
Yeah.
I might just be
Oh,
salty. Let me stop. I'm doing
is
too
he? Who is that guy? Like he's obviously not. He's not a cop, right? Because I mean, he wouldn't ask that question. Oh, you usually look. So is he
Right.
a journalist? Like what? What?
much.
Well,
I don't know.
remember 456 was hiring all those dudes in that group thing or whatever he was in, remember? And they had
Yeah.
like that building. So maybe
Okay.
they're just like not maybe they're not like professional or whatever. Maybe they just sort of
Okay.
like signed on for the money. Because remember he was paying those people to
Yeah.
like find that suit guy. So maybe
Yeah.
that's just what it was. So
Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah. I guess he's just one of those. Then I'm not gonna lie. That the I wasn't expecting him to find the outfit of the guy being the square. Like I wasn't
yeah,
expecting that. I thought
oh
when he found the picture of him with the picture of
Um,
him
the fish.
with
What is
the briefcase
the
guy, the
fisherman
slap
guy?
briefcase guy, right? Yeah. When he
yeah.
found that picture, I thought that was the end of it. I was like, oh, okay, so that's a little connection there. But then he went outside and found the actual outfit. I was like, oh, that's deep. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's pretty
yeah.
good, you know.
I thought they
So
were gonna keep it at a loose connection that was just like to me that was more than enough to say this dude is definitely in on the system. Like
yeah,
that,
Covering it up.
yeah, let's get a
yeah,
highlighter and just make sure you know he is affiliated. Like
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought that was gonna be the end of it. When he found that picture, I was like, oh, okay, that should be enough. I mean,
mm,
it's not full blown like oh in your face like evidence, but I mean that's enough, bro. Like you got a picture
Well,
with that guy, that's enough. You know what
was
I
the
mean?
money not evidence enough too? That was a ton of money.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
Like I
was
thought
like
the picture,
ton of money.
yeah,
Like
I
the
thought the picture
picture,
was,
the money,
yeah, yeah, everything, everything. I thought the picture was gonna be it. I thought when you seen the picture and the dog attacked him and he
yes,
shot him, I thought that was gonna be
Yeah.
end of scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then he went out and found everything else. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh, that's good. Now you
mm,
really got this guy. Like,
yeah,
that's enough.
Do you
That's
think DJ, do you think the cops are in on it?
they
Could
sure
be,
felt
could be
like it.
bribed.
If because I
oh,
mean
you're
they
right.
wasn't
They
trying to
were
help that guy at all.
Because you remember when they called the captain, right? And
Yeah.
he like just clearly just like snitched on the dude, like just like straight up clearly told him like, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, when do cops ever tell the person exactly who this person is and all that like in detail? I'm like,
and
bro,
what
nah.
he's accusing you of too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and what he's accusing you of too in fine detail.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
that is
crazy.
enough for me to think that at least either that guy was in on it specifically, that cop, or
right.
the
Mm,
organization itself is that corrupt. But
mm.
yeah,
Because I'm thinking like if they got this kind of money and that suit guy's been just walking around, with that weird place where he's taking dudes and making them do the roulette game. I was like, man, these dudes is moving too crazy not to have not to have some type of police on the payroll or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
That's
would
I
true.
just make
wish
sense.
I wish that guy would have actually thought about what he's saying though. Like, because if I'm talking to a cop, I'm not gonna say these guys dress up in orange suits. They grab a whole bunch of people that need money. They get them to play children's game, and then they let them go at the end with a bunch. I'm like, no, like these are kidnapping murderers that
Mhm.
just quit.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm saying. I'm not about to like make this sound like
A
one of the
choice.
crackheads that come in here once a week.
Mhm.
Like I gotta sound like I'm intelligent, but yeah, he definitely. Oh man, I was like, dude, that's not gonna work. Because it worked in season one. I felt like when season one, when they actually released everybody, like they got to vote and everyone left, went back home, and then our main guy tries to explain the situation. I felt like that makes sense for a player who survived to try to work this situation out, and it's like, you're stuck. But I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you know how they move. Like you gotta know how this sounds. So yeah, I think I don't know. There's a couple story beats that I feel like they pulled from season one that just didn't land the same. Because that's one of them where I'm like, this didn't land the same. The
Yeah.
mother hanging herself, like the what's it called, didn't land quite the same. Um, the the innocent sort of sacrifice. Yeah, there's a couple things that I'm like, I remember when this hit in season one, and it seems like they tried to kind of replay it with different people, but
Yeah.
the investment
Hmm.
just wasn't the same, at least for me. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I think when it comes down, so let me. I don't. Yeah, the police, they were kind of pissing me off because I was just like, what the hell, bro? Like, why would you explain? Yeah, it was a little annoying, but I am glad that the guy decided to take off with his cell phone. And he just like, the captain is the guy. The captain is the guy. So, hey, Gage, bravo to him, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, that captain went off in the boat. He was like, he say, I was like,
Hey,
ooh,
no
bro.
hesitation.
The accuracy though, just I was like, damn,
I like how
yeah,
he got
that
harpooned.
man, yeah, that was intense. That was intense.
He's
And
like,
then of
where's the
course,
detective?
finally,
Look behind you.
big man,
For
and
a
then
moment, I
finally,
was just like, "Pah."
finally, the detective got some brains, right? After he killed the captain, he was like, okay, he said X on this spot, so we're
right,
going to this spot, right? About time, bro.
yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
man.
if I was one of the Marines, I would have definitely been more suspicious of the captain too. Like they aren't. They're just kind of goons, so we don't even really know who they are. But I'm like, to
Yeah,
me, I'm like, I know the crew I came with, so I trust
yeah,
them. I know
yeah,
the guy that hired me, and the only person left on the boat is the only guy that could possibly make that kill. Like I'm like, I
yeah,
definitely
Yeah.
would have just been chilling. Like I definitely have been watching him hard for now on
yeah.
because we just unless we really just think he fell overboard. Like I don't know about that though. I'm like, there's too many. Yeah, I definitely would have had my eyes open, but
And
yeah,
then
that's
the
awesome being an extra, I
the
guess.
the other drone pilot canceled on them, right? Remember when they got I guess they got somebody else to do the drone thing, and he was like, "Oh no, he canceled," or whatever the case was. I don't know.
Oh
I would have
yeah,
just been real suspicious of the captain, man. Like we got people dying, people canceling on us all of a sudden. Yeah, something ain't
Yeah,
up. Something
yeah.
fishy.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
exactly where not to look. How do you know exactly where not to look? That's what I would have asked. What do you mean? We ain't even been over
Yeah,
there. So how you know?
I can tell you
right.
absolute certainty it is not.
Definitely not there.
Up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That was crazy, man. That
Yeah.
was
Like
crazy.
if I opened a Where's Waldo book and someone told me he's not on the left page, like I'd be like, hold on, man. Like
He's in
me,
the left page.
like what you mean he's not on the
Okay.
left? Like it's a
I'm
fresh
looking
book.
there. Man. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy. That was weird. That was crazy. I think the other scene that stood out to me was so remember when they was all in suits, right? And the and I gotta ask you guys this question. They're all in suits, right? And they're the details of the game. First of all, they're all eating, right? It's so funny. They're all eating, right? And then
Yeah.
the guy with the circle on his face starts feeding the baby with the bottle. I thought that was pretty funny. But so anyway,
Yeah, I
so
seen that.
anyway, they get the details of the game, right? And they say that was it three they get to vote on three people that gets killed for the next game, right? And then everybody else wins or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're in the dormitory room where all the beds are, and they take a vote or something like that. Then they take a vote on who
Yeah.
they
Well,
said they
yeah.
was like, oh, look, we're obviously going after the baby in four, five, six,
Baby and for
Yeah.
six.
and the
Yeah.
druggie.
And
Those
the
are the
drug.
three,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they all put their hands in, right? They're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let me ask you guys this, because the person that put the hand in is the baby daddy.
Yeah.
So, do
Oh.
you guys think he's gonna be on their side, or is he gonna eventually go try to help his baby?
I think he made a really smart move. I think he knew that everyone who voted circles were going to be on a team because they've had the same energy, and
Mm,
everyone who votes X is just going to get X'd out. So he was like, in order to not get teamed up on, I need to hear what's going on.
mm,
So I'm going to join their team so that I know the plan, and then I'm going to save my kid. But
okay.
I think that, I hope that's what he's
I
going to do.
hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
There's no
so.
way he
Because
let
he's
his,
been on my last nerve.
because if he lets his guy, the man who is now protecting his child, but I do think that's his motivation, though. I think he knows I can't get my son from the other dude, so I might be willing to kill 4, 5, 6, but I'm not willing to
Mm,
kill my kid. I think he's being strategic, but yeah, I really hope he's not just a, like, to be a bad boyfriend transferred into a deadbeat dad, transferred into a murdering dad, like, and you just let your wife die, or not wife, girlfriend. It's
girlfriend.
like you failed at every possible phase. There's no way he's that bad, right? Like,
It could
Yeah.
Well,
be.
well, he did kill his girlfriend's friend. Remember, he went and
Oh
just
my
stabbed.
God. I was so
Oh
sad
yeah.
about that.
but I actually,
Yeah.
like, I agree with him though. It's like he didn't actually know. Like he
Yeah. He
killed.
didn't know.
He was already. He was.
Oh
If
yeah.
I disagree with the killing spree, then that's one thing. But he definitely wasn't trying to kill people who were protecting his girl. Like
Yeah.
she fell down, and then he saw his child and girlfriend, and it's like, that's gonna make
Crap.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah. Because I thought that was a smart move. He was like, "Yo, we can if we eliminate a whole bunch of people, then we can actually start eliminating the red people because they're not going to have anyone to kill." So to me, that part made sense. But yeah, he just killed the wrong one.
The killing spree to me still doesn't make any sense on like when he did that with the one guy
Mm,
with the other druggie. I just don't understand.
yeah,
So
It
I
doesn't
think
look like it matches his character.
what
I
do you
thought it
think,
made
Jay?
enough sense because he couldn't kill the guy because you're not allowed to kill someone else in a red vest. But he
Mm,
Oh
also
wait,
can't let
you weren't
his
allowed. Wait, you weren't allowed to kill
You're
somebody.
supposed to allow kill
no.
3 people, right? In order to pass?
One
there's
person,
But yeah.
Or one?
which is
Like
one.
your
Yeah,
team,
No.
right? Your color team?
Wait. In the hide and seek game?
yeah,
Yeah.
the game. Yeah.
Oh, and you can kill long.
I
You
thought you had
can't
to
kill
kill
no.
I thought you had to kill 3 people because they killed one together, remember?
Uh huh.
They're like that's a
they
half half.
people, yeah, because they were killing people together, so they
Yeah.
needed
Yeah.
special. But the rule
They
was just
they was they was already done. They were already passed. They just was going around killing people
Yeah,
yeah,
they
after
they
they got
said that they
passed.
were gonna. Yeah, they said they were gonna kill more blues so that there's not enough for the reds. So then those are automatically eliminated. Because if you're
Right.
caught in the game with nobody to kill, then you're killed.
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because he was in a
Yeah.
lose-lose situation. Like he can't kill the red guy, but he also needs to stay close to him because he's the biggest threat to his girlfriend. So it's
Oh
like
yeah,
Exactly.
can't just leave you alone. Otherwise, you got a 50-50 chance of running into her before I do. So
Yeah.
he
And he was
stayed.
like, "Who did you kill? Who'd you kill?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like stay with him, play along. You can't take him out. And if I find my girlfriend first, then I'll slit your throat before I let you get. Like to me, that's what I thought his plan was, and it just
Right.
backfired.
Yeah. Definitely.
But
Definitely.
yeah,
But yeah, yeah. You couldn't, and in that game you couldn't kill the people with the same vest as you. You couldn't kill the same vest people. But
oh yeah.
Let me ask you. So, JC, what you think, man? You think the baby daddy's gonna stay with the group, or he's gonna go save his baby? Later on.
I think the baby daddy's gonna stay with the group long enough to get enough information, and then he's gonna use that information against them in the game.
Mm.
I think that'd be the smart way. Because then you got two versus what? That's 2 on 5. Well, I'm not really counting the druggie. I don't feel like he's gonna do much, so I'm saying it's gonna be 2 on 5. Man.
He's gone.
He ain't got no more drugs. That's it. He took the
Yeah,
last
he
one
ain't
from the
got no
jump
more
rope.
drugs. He's done. He's good as gone. You go ahead.
Nobody knows or likes him. He is fodder. Like he is getting voted out first.
I
Then
don't think the baby daddy is gonna survive though.
Ooh.
I think he
Mm.
might. I don't know. I don't think he'll survive.
Who you think
honestly,
gonna
he
kill him?
might be my favorite character. Now that I think about it, he hasn't made a lot of mistakes. Like outside of coming in with the crypto problem, like he's been pretty smart. He killed Thanos in that whole situation.
Yeah.
He's
Mm.
made an intelligent move to stay with the other guy. It just backfired on him. And he's been trying to get back with his girl, but he just can't because he's messed up too bad for her.
And now she's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know how he was supposed to like carry her across. To be honest, everyone was talking about going back to save her, but I'm like, I don't actually know.
Yeah.
He barely got across with the baby, so I don't know how he planned on getting a grown woman across
Yeah.
that. Like,
It
so
was. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't actually understand what the plan was. So I think once
Yeah.
he realized that her ankle was jacked up, like he kind of made a cold-hearted decision, but it was the only decision he had that would have made him stay alive. So
Do
yeah,
you
I don't know.
do you think 456 just said, like, do you think he was really gonna try to help her, or do you think he just said that to try to make her like have some sort of hope?
No, I think he was about it.
I
I
think
think
he would have
Yeah.
helped her.
Yeah. I
yeah,
think so.
he would have died, but I think he was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time ran out too. You know.
Yeah,
So
because I
Yeah.
saw that
It
minute
was only
left.
like a minute
It was like a
left.
minute. It was like a minute left, bro. And I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
he
You're
could.
not
I
gonna.
mean,
You
even if
wasn't
he
gonna make
jumped
it.
across, even if he made it across in a minute, you still got to cross back. So it's like
Exactly.
Hmm.
you're not jumping that fast to somebody, especially with somebody attached to you now too. That's even heavier than the baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
With a
And you
bad
saw
ankle.
you saw he was like unbalanced too when he was jumping. You noticed that when he was jumping, he was like
oh,
a
he
little
was.
unbalanced too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that would have been all
Yeah.
bad.
He wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, that
So
that
who
would
you
have
think?
been
Who
it.
you think's gonna kill the baby daddy?
Oh, I think it's gonna be that one old guy,
Player
the
100.
one the one who let his friend die, the one who closed that door. Remember the one who closed that door and let his friend just get
Blade.
all
Oh,
chunked up?
I know that was fudged up.
Yeah, I
Player
think
100. That's the
yeah,
old guy, right?
Hmm.
yeah, I think it's gonna
The
be
one,
him.
hey, the one who, the one who said at the beginning of the jump scene, he was like, "We gotta stop being punks. Somebody just gotta go ahead and go just jump and go right now." And then the
Yeah.
freaking guy came up and was like, "All right, well, go ahead then, bro."
Yeah. What's funny is I like that
He was
guy
like,
more.
not me though, not me,
Not
Yeah.
me.
not me.
Hilarious, man.
That was the first bet. I wish actually the dude who just popped up is kind of a threat. I wish he had been the bad guy the whole time. Because he's the dude who said hurry up, go. But he's also the dude who was like, does anyone have objections to the baby not voting or something? And he was like, I do not have an objection. Like
That was hilarious.
I'm like
Bro, I,
he's
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. He should have been the character that played the pink hair, the one who
Oh
mm,
brought
yeah,
in the drugs, right?
yeah,
yeah,
That tried to be the tough guy or whatever. I think that guy who said
yeah.
that he should have played that character.
Yeah, he
yeah.
actually looks like a problem that could
He
carry out what he's
exactly
talking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I was like, now if he might be a little tougher to get through if I had to.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Because remember on the jump rope scene when the girl she turned around and told the other guy to go back, and then he died, and then she went back, and then he Sparta kicked the girl,
That
and
yeah,
I was like,
was
damn.
crazy. That was
yeah.
crazy.
I was like, where's man?
I
Like I
wasn't
need,
ready for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it looked funny when it happened too.
That was
I was like,
I'm
ain't
like,
no. I said, this is ruthless. This is
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
nah, he was
So
definitely
Mermaid, who you think gonna kill the baby? Because you said somebody gonna kill the baby daddy.
I think the baby daddy's gonna die. I think um I'm not sure who's
By
gonna
who?
kill him.
Oh,
I can't think who's gonna kill him, but I have a feeling he's gonna die. Only reason is because do you see? I feel like he gets a little jealous of how what's his name? The one that saved the baby, 456.
456. Yeah.
4 by 6.
Yeah, 456. I see how he glances at him, like even when he helped him out when he was helping her out on the previous game.
Mm.
Like he kind of like has this like jealousy thing towards 456. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like he kind of might seem like he's a coward of how can he be a dad? Like I don't know. I just have a feeling like he might die. I don't know. He might not, but I don't know. I just feel like he never once helped her out. And then when he found out that she was pregnant, like the whole time last season, like he was kind of like, should I? Should I not? Like they weren't even together. They weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend.
No.
And it's like he
Yeah.
didn't even want her to be pregnant. And then when he finds out he was pregnant, so I don't know. Just to me, it just seems like like yes, he's made very good moves strategically. He has,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's gonna run out. Like his luck's gonna run out.
Yeah.
I hope he's the one that makes it.
You know, I just feel like,
Yeah.
dude, you were very shady. Like another dude is saving your baby when you're
Yeah.
younger than this guy. You
Yeah.
know, and he went back and like took the initiative and like I got you, and when I get there, I'm gonna come back and like even if he couldn't have come back, at least just to give her somewhat hope. He didn't
Yeah.
even try to like, hey, let me take the baby. I'm good condition. I'm healthier. He didn't even offer. That's his
Yeah.
kid.
He sure did. He sure did listen to that whole conversation of 456 and his baby mama, and he's just like,
Well, the
it
look
ain't
he
his
gave
baby.
him, remember? He even looked like he was a little jealous.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
Even
crazy.
even even when the guy in the dorm in the room,
Yeah.
when the guys were marching to go kill the baby, right? They were like, "Yeah, let's kill the baby." He was sitting there in
Yeah,
the
That
corner,
is true.
and then the 4 5 6 was like leaning against the wall, protect the baby, and he got up real slow, like, okay, then now maybe I should get up, bro. You should have been got up a long time ago. Like they was
He should have
getting
been over
close,
there
and you was
trying to
just
help
sitting
him
there.
out. Hmm.
Like, come on, bro. Like, and then he was across the room, so I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, by the time you get up and actually run over there, the baby's gonna be died, bro. You should have been got up a long time
It's
ago, bro. By the
over.
time you run over, look how
Yeah.
big that freaking dormitory is. Come on, bro. What you doing?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah. I hope.
I don't know. I think he should die.
damn. I'll tell you, I will say this: the people I know for sure is gonna die because they don't stand out to me. So the druggie, he gonna live for a while, right? The one with the one who did the Sparta kick on the girl, the guy who said the guy who
The
stood
heavier
up and was like,
yeah.
I do not, right? He's gonna live for a while. Player 100, the old man, he gonna live for a while. Obviously, 4 5 6 and the baby, and then the baby daddy. That's
mm,
6, and there's 9 players. So the other three, I don't even know who the hell they are. So that I know for sure they're gonna die
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah. They're fine.
Those are extras.
Yeah, yeah.
those are extra.
That is nothing more deadly in Squid Games than not having a name. Like,
Not even have a mom too is crazy.
Or an
You're,
AKA name,
you're guy screaming number 3. You know what I'm saying? Like you're sort of
um,
cooked.
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's what happened. See, that's what happened to all those Marines on the boat, though. Either they didn't get a name either, and they got hosed
Oh,
they
that's
all,
right.
they
Yeah,
all
if you
die.
didn't get a name,
They
you're
all die.
expendable. Yeah, they got blown up. Didn't even show it either. They said we ain't even gonna show you. Just know that
Yeah.
just know they blew up.
Yeah,
Yep. Oh, I gotta ask you guys this. So, and if you guys want to end it, we can. But I gotta ask you guys this: the girl in the pink with the triangle that's trying to save the guy, right?
Mhm.
Do you think they live? Do you think they get away?
Uh,
I
I
think
don't think the guy
I
on the
think
boat survives because didn't he send a boat out to go after him?
Yeah.
I think she'll survive. But she's really good at shooting. I think she'll
Okay.
survive. I don't
Okay.
think the guy's gonna survive, but I think she'll survive. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it will make it for a very interesting like comeback on her part, because
Mm.
she knows the ins and outs of that plane.
Yeah.
cool. I have a
Technically. She knows the ins and outs, and she knows that they couldn't do nothing because they had those people there, the rich people there. You know, so
Mm.
she took the opportunity. So she knows that eventually, since they got on the boat, they're gonna have someone coming to them. So I
I
think she'll survive.
I have a big brain prediction right here. Here's my thought. Okay, y'all ready? All
Mhm.
right.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I
Ready?
I think he is gonna survive
Oh,
because the guy. So our police officer still doesn't know exactly where the island is. He only knows which like area it's in. I think he's gonna
Mhm.
see the boat from this guy leaving and actually help him
Oh,
on. So he, I think, is safe. And then they
Okay.
kill who the other people are. Then they sneak back in, or they probably don't even sneak back in. The Squid Games are probably gonna be over by then. They're gonna they just need a boat to get home in. Basically, I think that's their way of saving whoever ends up surviving. So I think he's okay. I hope. I hope. And then because he's got to tell them which island to go to, and then I
Mm.
think the other girl is gonna survive. Almost off principle. I just feel like she's. I don't know enough about her. I feel like she's got to make it. But yeah, anyway, I think for sure that's how they're gonna figure out where the island is. I think they've got an idea of where to go, and I think a boat and a gun chase probably is going to tell them, that's probably it. So
Mm.
that's my prediction. I'm gonna put that in my pocket so that next week show my receipts. No,
I think, yeah. Honestly, I think she's too badass you can't just like kill her off. Like she's too badass. You made her too badass. She goes in the
mm,
operating room, kills what five dude, like what 4 or 5
Yeah.
dudes in under like a minute
Yeah.
with pure accuracy without reloading. Like
Yeah.
didn't waste a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Was able to
Yeah.
threaten the one guy to get a boat. She's too
Yeah.
smart. You can't just kill her off. She's too smart.
I
You done
think
made her too
go
smart
back.
already.
Yeah, she's gonna go back and kill that square. Like I
Yep.
think that's what she.
Mm.
And they don't even know she's back. Like everyone's searching for
Mm-hmm.
the
She went through
boat.
the fan, didn't she? Up the mountain.
Hmm.
Mm.
That fan she was climbing up on or something.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was tough too. So yeah, I think she's about to get back in her red light, green light sniping phase.
She's about to have her own game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. All right. Well, yeah, that's all my thoughts on that.
Mm. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, that's we got two more to go.
mhm.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I, st- I think if anything, I really don't see this show killing a baby. I just can't, bro. I That'll be ruthless. I mean, I know this so far. This show, season one and season two have been ruthless when it comes down to the kills.
Right.
But I don't know. There's no. I can't see. I can't see that baby dying, bro. I just can't, bro. So anyway, for sure, I think if anybody, there's nine contestants, right? If anybody, I think the baby's got to live. So uh, I don't know who else is gonna live because all they gotta do is knock off three, right? There's nine, and they gotta knock off three. So there's six. Six can survive and walk
Ooh.
off with the money,
Oh wait, for
right?
the final game, so only 6 need to
I
survive.
think that's I think that's what they said. Am I missing it? I think they said there was nine, and they said only you get to vote for three of you guys to uh like get rid of, right? Or is it only three survive? Is that am
Nah,
I
you're
mixing it
right.
up?
Nah, three must die. Uh,
Okay.
3 must
they
die.
can
Okay.
kill more, but I think
Yeah.
three must die.
The baby
Yeah.
daddy, the Spartans kick guy, and the druggie. Those should die.
Those are they know.
I,
So yeah, I think yeah, whoever I don't know who's gonna live or die, but definitely the babies. I don't- just
yeah,
out of come on, bro.
that's
Like
one. That's one
you
clear.
can't.
I hope
I
the
can't.
baby survives because
You got to, man. You got to. But
I wonder. As much as I don't want him to kill anybody, I think our main character might kill those three nobodies. and then the lights cut on, and so now we're in a situation where three people have to go, but
Mm,
they're all people we know now. Like,
mm.
and so now you have like the game still has to go on, and you have to vote three people out. But I think now you end up voting out just a different situation. So maybe three. Maybe he does. As much as I don't want him to, that would actually because we're at the last game, right? There is nothing after this. Like the
Yep.
VIPs
Last
show up
game.
for the second to last game, and then the last game was Squid Game last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. One more thing. I forgot to mention this. So in the hide and seek game, we got to see the VIPs in the jumpsuits
Oh yeah.
shooting the rest of the players that was supposed to be left over, right?
Oh
Mm,
yeah. Oh
Oh yeah, I was shocked because when I first seen it, I seen the the triangle, right, and he had the gun, right, and then he got attacked by the guy in the red vest, and then he got saved by his partner,
yeah.
and then as soon as he took off his mask, I was like, wait, hold on, I thought you couldn't take off, I thought that was illegal,
God for that. Yeah.
and so when he did it, and then I seen he was a white guy, I was like, wait a minute, they
yeah.
supposed to be
That
Asian.
that that threw me off.
That
That
threw
that,
me
that
off
threw
too.
me so off.
I was shocked by that. I was like, wait, hold on. What? What's going on here? I was shocked. I was like, so yeah, and then yeah, I was confused. But then I figured it out. I was like, oh, they must be the VIPs. And they just going to go have fun, I guess, for them.
So do you know in like the non dub well is this Squid Games, is it dubbed or is it not non-dubbed?
There's a
What you mean?
version of it that is what like
Like
what are
Oh,
y'all
it's
watching?
is
dubbed.
it
Watching
traditional, like is it traditionally like Asian or like Japanese language? Like is it traditionally that in the game? I mean in the game. In the show? Is it like
yeah.
It's cool.
traditionally or is it like English dubbed as far as like they're substituting the native language with like English
Yeah,
voice?
I think
yeah,
they're doing
it's
in English, right? It's Korean,
no,
isn't it?
yeah, right,
Yeah,
yeah. So it's
Korean. That's it.
Korean. It's Korean, and so if you go to YouTube and you type
Uh-huh.
in Squid Game season one and you watch the actual Netflix trailer, it's all in Korean. There is no English.
Yeah,
Oh,
my daughter
okay.
speaks Korean, and she was telling me that that's all Korean language.
Yeah, it's Korean. Because the only reason why I knew it was Korean was because when it was remember it was I think it was the triangle girl
Yes.
and the black square mask square guy. Didn't was it that? Or somebody said that no, it was the mom. The
Oh
mom said that she was from North Korea. Or was it the mom?
yeah. Season
I don't
one,
know.
uh, or what's it called, girl? The girl
Was it
that
season
died at
one?
the very end with the
That's what it
glasses.
was. That's what it
She,
was. Yeah, season one. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, she said it for North Korea, and then they came down to South Korea. So that's how I knew it was Korean.
yeah.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
was asking because the VIPs are they like American in the Korean version too, or are they like really Russian or something else? That's what I was trying to.
No, they
That's what
are.
I was asking.
I can
Also,
actually
they are
see it.
American.
They're the only people who are lip synced correctly. Like when they're
Yes.
talking, you hear that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
them.
Okay,
So yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So even in the Korean version, they're still American. Okay, all
yeah.
right. That
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Subtitles
Okay,
there too.
I
Yeah,
was I
I love
was
that.
curious about that
Yeah.
because I was just that
Yeah.
just was just random, like Americans in
Right.
Korea. I guess.
Right. Yeah. 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 So yeah, but so anyway, um yeah, I can't wait for the last two. We're about to go ahead and shut him down here. Appreciate everybody joining us, man, on Rated R for Reviews. This is what we do over here. We talk about TV shows and movies and things like that. So um we got one more live stream for Squid Games, and then we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be good. That one's gonna be good. And then what's the date? The date is the 9th. So we got the 10th. Okay. So yeah. So we got one more with next week. Next, what is it? Next on the 16th. So on the 16th, we'll be back here, man, talking about the last Squid Games, and then we might do one more the week after that because everybody's talking about this season 4 of Squid Games. So
Yeah.
we'll probably be back after that to talk about that. So, so anyway, appreciate everybody joining us. We're about to hit it, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe, of course, if you guys are new. And we up out of here, man.